For this week's design project, we're going to take on project number 12, Strange Chemistry. The idea is that you're going to come up with an idea for an annual report, and this is a very strange one. It's one in which we take two things that are very different from each other. So if you look at the quote here, it says, you can take two substances, put them together, and produce something powerfully different, like table salt from sodium and chloride, or something explosive like nitroglycerin. And here's our challenge. You're going to help a new kind of chemical company. So as you know, some chemical companies have poisoned the environment. They've actually led to terrible things happening to people. And so chemical companies can have a very bad name. So their theme often has been better living through chemistry, but you in fact know that many chemical companies have not lived up to this idea of better living. And so you're going to try and do something a little different with this company. You're going to try and combine the idea of being a green company, in other words, being an environmentally responsible company, and still being a chemical company. So let's look at some of the ideas that people have had. And so many of you know that if you go to the store, you can find organic food, organic vegetables. This means that they've been raised without chemicals. And so this design combines those two ideas. So you can see sort of suggestion of maybe asparagus plants there, that maybe here's some organic, some things that are in nature, and then we see here some chemical symbols. So this is, if you've worked with happy atoms, you sometimes see symbols like this. There's organic chem. And the designer of this one said, I'm putting together the words organic and chemical. Now let's look at the next idea. Okay, so in the next one, the idea was natural elements, okay, like water. And so the designer thought, well, I'll put together the idea of something being natural and abundant. So water is, in a way, a chemical. It's not, it occurs naturally. And maybe that would be the idea, to get people thinking, well, there's some things that are chemicals that are really good. So you're going to make up a name for your company and then make up a design. So here's one called Prisma Lab. Okay. So in Prisma Lab, their idea is the formula of the future. Okay. So we have these chemical formulas, as you saw in Happy Atoms, and this formula for the future, the idea being that in the future we will make chemicals that do not harm humans. Okay, so your assignment then is to try and come up with a name for your company and a slogan and a picture. So you want to have a chemical company that is friendly to the environment. Okay. So give that a try, please.